30-06 John here. Today what we're going to be talking about is hunting rifles for Alaska. What features you want, what features you don't want, cartridges, and what I've used over the years I've hunted here. So keep on watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. The first rifle I went hunting with in Alaska was this Model 70. This is not a pre-64. It's probably about a 1970-75 production. So it is a push feed, walnut stock, blued. Couple good things about this rifle. The magazine holds 5 rounds. Also the bolt on Model 70s, even though this is a push feed with a sliding extractor, it's very easy to take apart and to clean out in the field if you need to. I've shot a few black-tailed deer with this rifle. For scopes, back in the day I used to use just fixed 4-power scopes. This is a fixed 4-power Leopold. Very simple, reliable combination. Rifle has a good trigger. This is a Ruger Model 77. I've shot a lot of game with this, including grizzly. This is in .338 Winchester Magnum. Stainless steel. This has the what they call the paddle stock, sort of a hard plastic Zytel. Very durable. It is stainless steel. This also has a hinged floor plate. This rifle has a 3-position safety. All the way back locks the bolt and safe. Middle position, bolt is open, but it's still safe, and forward is fire. Pretty good to lock the bolt back so bolt doesn't come open, or in some cases people actually lose their bolt in the field. For optics on this, I actually have a this is a Leopold 2-7. This is a Remington Model 700 Sendero model in .300 Remington Ultra Mag. I shot a lot of caribou with this rifle. Remington action is pretty good. It has sort of a metal clip extractor. Some people don't like it. They have problems with it. I haven't had any problems with it. Trigger on the older Remingtons, there's some issues with it. They would fire when not supposed to. The newer ones have a improved trigger. This gun has a fiberglass stock on it, stainless steel. It is a little bit heavy, but it really hasn't bothered me. The scope on this is a Leopold military scope, 3.5 to 10. It does have target turrets. As a rule, I don't like target turrets on a hunting rifle because they can move out in the field going through brush. It's happened to me in the past. But these knobs here are very stiff, and I never had that problem with this rifle. This is my Marlin lever action in .450 Marlin. It's been a good gun. Lever actions sort of have all the bugs worked out of them. The older Marlins, the newer Marlins made by Ruger. The ones made by Remington aren't that good. I don't know if you could take them to a gunsmith, have them worked on. But the Marlin lever action design's been pretty reliable, bulletproof over the years. So's the Winchester, like 1886 in .45-70. Now this is getting really close to what I think is one of the better rifles for Alaska. This is the Ruger Hawkeye, the improved version of the M77. This is the Alaskan version. It has a Hogue sort of rubberish grip on it. Good recoil pad. The bolt actually has controlled round feeding, big heavy duty Mazda style extractor. Easy to take apart in the field and clean if you have to. Hinge floor plate, so no chance of losing a magazine. It also has iron sights, like express sights. So if something happens to your scope, you could pop this off and still able to hunt. This is in the 375 Ruger cartridge. This is a Ruger American. This is the first generation. This is my son's rifle. He's actually gotten quite a few deer and caribou with it. A couple things about these type of rifles. The magazines are finicky feeding. Sometimes they don't want to work right. So if you're going to buy one of these, make sure these are functioning okay. The other thing that there's sometimes the other thing is they have a sliding extractor, and usually it's not much of an issue, except I've had problems with this. Was if you clean it too aggressive with a toothbrush, that little metal sliding extractor is only held in by a ball bearing and a spring. If you get too aggressive with it, it could pop right out. I've actually seen a friend of mine have a problem during the hunt. He fired and he lost the sliding extractor. He was down to a single shot. Let's talk about AR-15 type guns. They're becoming more popular for hunting. Ruger has a S-FAR, their version of a AR-10. This is one that I have in 300 Blackout. As long as the gun is chambered in a cartridge for the game that you're hunting, that's fine. I wouldn't rely on shooting 3 or 4 times to drop the animal. It should be like any other rifle, 1 or 2 good shots. These have a detachable box magazine, so you have to remember to take a spare magazine. They do have a military style, of course, pivoting type extractor. That's good. But a lot of these are dependent on the manufacturer of the firearm. So I would assume that a name brand manufacturer of an AR-15 would be fine. If you're going to put one together, you really have to ring it out and make sure that it's a reliable firearm. Let's talk about cartridges for a minute. In Alaska, you want to get a little bit bigger cartridge, a little bit more horsepower than what you would normally use in the lower 48, just because of brown and grizzly bears. Let's talk about optics. They should be, of course, reliable. I don't like a whole lot of bells and whistles on my hunting scopes. I like cap turrets. I don't like target turrets because they've moved on me, crashing through the brush and stuff like that. I shot a deer one time. I hit it high. I wondered why. I looked down and my target turret was spun about half a turn. So anymore, all my hunting scopes have cap turrets. When it comes to magnification, I like a scope that on the low end isn't any higher than 4.5. Much higher than that, like a 6 power, 5 to 6 power. If you have to snap shoot something real close, you won't find it fast enough. It's too much magnification. So for me, 3.5 to 10, 2 to 7, 4 to 12, 4 to 14. That's the type of scope I'm looking for. So in my view, here's some popular rifles. The Ruger Alaskan and the guide gun. I think they're very good. They're close to ideal, what I think a good Alaska rifle should be. I would include the Winchester Model 70, but they're sort of hard to come by these days. The Tikka T3X and the Browning X bolts, they have a pivoting extractor. They're pretty good, but once again, don't forget that extra magazine. I will take at least one extra spare, if not two. The Savage 110s and the Ruger American, even the Gen 2s, they have a sliding extractor. A lot of other rifles use those also. They're good. Once again, you don't forget to take an extra magazine, at least one extra one. And just be careful with that sliding extractor. If you have to clean it or whatever, just don't knock that out of the bolt there. Gotta be careful with that. That's all I have for today, everyone. Hey, thanks for watching. Everyone stay safe and have a nice day.